everything we do, in one way or the other, needs money. You want to start your business, you need money. You want to grow your business, you need money. You want to buy food for your lunch today, you're going to need money. You want to pay school fees for your children, who are the reason, many parents leave. You need money. You want to pay tithe, you need money. So I believe we can all agree that, without money, it's just simply hard to do a lot of the things you may want to do as a human being, as a spirit in this world. Yeah. So therefore, as Enabling Finance, we believe we are serving one of the highest callings, we can serve in this world, which is solving the problems related with access to money. Right now, when you need a loan, it's a scary environment. I've been there myself. By the time it was that difficult for us to get a loan, oh my God, I just then started to wonder, wow, if it's that difficult for me, yet I have the security, I have business track record, I have the audited books. Of course, I'm not saying our case was perfect, but barely any case in Uganda is perfect when you're applying for a loan, barely. But here we are, we have the cash flow, we have the security. But by the time it took that, it was that difficult for us to get a loan, I thought, wow, now how about the gentleman, the woman in the village who also has dreams? Because chances of him having security are going to be very low, because there are two most important factors in credit in Uganda, or credit generally speaking. Security, the cash flow. We had both, but we had hell. So that just really gave me even more the motivation. It really just inspired me even more that, no, you know what, there's definitely I don't even know if I should call it a problem, because the banks, I don't want to say they were wrong to give that much difficulty. To some extent, yes, because there was some, let me say, bad practice. They could have been more transparent about some things before we reach certain levels. So we want to just be that, but better at all levels. My name is Yyeyo Luke. I'm born in Kampala, lived part of my life in Port Poto. Most of my life has been with my parents and brothers. But about myself particularly, I would say I'm simply a happy person that wants to make this world a happy world, if I'm put it really simply. My inspiration, at least from as far as I can remember, my source of happiness, my source of joy, has really just always been making the next person happy, making the next group happy, making people happy, as cliche as that may sound. And so I think that has also ultimately driven my goal in life, which is really ultimately to make a positive impact in communities and ultimately at world, global level, and particularly socially and economically. Because I'm an economist by background, or at least I studied that, an entrepreneur by profession. And economics, entrepreneurship ultimately brings you back to the fact that a happy world is a world where people are empowered socially and economically. Because our day-to-day interaction, money, people, so to speak. Social economics. I didn't always know I would get into finance. In fact, as with many of us, we grew up, become a doctor. My dad was a doctor. My roommate, Charles, back in hostel, just randomly came to me and said, hey man, there's a friend of mine who wants to borrow 100,000. He's willing to pay any interest rate. I just want it for a month. But he didn't have security. I told him, man, first of all, I'm not in finance, credit finance. And also, if you're telling me I didn't have security, then how do I do this? He's like, no, you trust the guy. Or trust me, he has the ability to pay, but he just didn't have security. I was first hesitant. The next day he came back, man, serious? He has failed to find a place. I said, okay, well, let me risk. I risked. I gave him the 100,000. Just risked at 20%. Now, 2 weeks later, instead of a month, remember he wanted to borrow for a month. 2 weeks later, the guy comes and pays it fully. The entire 120,000 was at 20%. Yeah, he didn't have to pay the entire interest. I even offered to him that, no, since you're pretty early, you just pay for the 2 weeks. He said, no, you have helped me. If you had not gotten me this cash, I don't know what I would have done. My life was going to be finished. He was from Tanzania. Tanzania, studying in Uganda, so he's alone here. Yeah, when campus is done, he goes back to Tanzania. So when I saw that level of appreciation, the impact I had made in his life, just with 100,000 and a bit of trust, I thought, this is something I would like to keep on doing, yeah? And so that gave birth to the idea of credit finance, enabling finance, yeah? My vision for enabling finance is really to get to a point where we're at Africa-wide level, easing that access to finance, convenient, safe, yeah? Because money is everywhere. Bank, family, friends, grants, etc. But access to safe, convenient, impactful finance given to you using some technology, because I'm obviously a youth, and so technology is a part of who we are, our generation. So using what I like to call state-of-the-art technology. Finebla is a mobile network application that connects secured loan borrowers to credible professional lenders. Now, the thing I appreciate about our solution or our approach to the problem we are trying to solve, which is access to credit, it's simple, it is convenient. All the borrower needs to do, download the app, take pictures of your security, describe it, including what value you think it's worth, send. Include your application, how much, for how long, and most beautifully, at what interest rate would you find most comfortable for you as a borrower. When that is done, submit. Sit back. Remember, this is some of your, so far what I've mentioned, you can even be in your bed. Yeah, you know what you would have had to do if it was yeah. Then what happens at that point? We as the company contact you, assess your security, value it. We confirm that, okay, if you're saying it's 20 million, if you're saying it's 10 million, this sky is 10 million, this land is 20 million, this land is 50 million, fine. We now create your account and enable you borrow up to half that, full stop. From there, your loan request is then passed on to all lenders in our network, yeah? Now over to the lender side. The lender, still at the comfort of his bed or office or whatever it is, get your app, you will have received the notification, check through all the loan requests that we have assessed, see the one that works best for you in terms of amount you can pay, amount you can afford to lend, interest rate. If the interest rate doesn't work for you, counter it, make him a counter proposal, time period, counter. Once you're done with that, send to him, the two of you are matched. From there, the borrower only now comes to us. The borrower only has to now spend, yeah? When now coming to us, knowing that he's going to get money because we have already valued, even if preliminarily, his or her security. Come to office. We in fact, even the contract work is online, e-signature, backed by the 2011 e-signature act. Once all that is done, bring the security to us, get your money. Full stop. Simple, convenient, effective, cost-friendly, transparent, because you are the one who put all these terms, yeah? This whole time, it is you who put the terms, and it is you who accepted the terms, maybe the lender countered. Anybody can be a lender through Finebla, yeah? You may not have a job out there, but maybe your parents have blessed you with a 200,000, 500,000, 5M, depending, yeah? You somehow have access to that, but you don't have a job. As you are looking for a job, join Finebla, yeah? The loans are secured. The loans are on your terms, yeah? And furthermore, we even teach you the art of credit finance, such that 1 year down the road, you're able to now become your own, money lender, your own credit financer. our challenges are actually quite interesting because they are two-pronged. Because our business model serves both borrowers and lenders. So you find that in this season, our challenge is we don't have enough borrowers. In the next season, you are finding that, okay, now we have worked on the borrowers, we have done the necessary marketing or outreach. Now we have many borrowers, and now the lenders, their supply is insufficient. So really our challenge is maintaining equilibrium, if I'm to speak economics, maintaining equilibrium between the demand and supply of credit on our platform. Yeah. Other challenges that I could mention, or the other challenge that I could mention, is really operation costs. Yeah. In terms of challenges that any other business would face, the operation costs, because of course we have a small team. Yeah. And of course the marketing needs to be done. Yeah. So operation costs, and in particular, wages, salaries, and marketing. Despite the risks and challenges our business model presents, given that we're handling huge volumes of money, I have no doubt that we are in the right place, we're on the right path, because for starters, as I mentioned earlier, this needs to happen. We are not going to continue living in an economy which is simply not enabled by finance, yet economics, money, resource. I see people suffering every day. Unemployment is at peak levels. Here is an opportunity for you, even you're unemployed, most uneducated state, come together as a group, have an advisor, become a lender. I see a solution here that has the potential to actually redefine the economy, to redefine livelihood, not just in Uganda, but beyond. Africa is really the target, we have experienced this and that, and we have gone through it. We have climbed out, and we still are here. So the fact that we're still here, still alive, I won't go deep into the harsh experiences we have been through with credit itself. We have almost closed like 4 times in the past 7 years, earlier on, especially because of finance. Finance was either not there, or loans were killing us, or something. So for me to still go ahead and want to, to be in that credit finance space, there's opportunity there, because credit finance is not bad. It's everything else around the credit finance that could make the credit finance bad or not. Money is just money. It's a tool. So it's the people using the tool, the purpose the tool is being used for, the plan, the mode of operation of using that tool. That's where the failure can come, and then we blame it on the credit. So I think if we can therefore come in and put ourselves in that gap and help people understand finance better, and then be able to access it easier, more conveniently, safely, knowing that this is not going to, if they fail, they're not going to be, hey, we're embarrassed. No, there are professional ways we are going to handle it. I think that can be the first step to making people comfortable with credit finance. And then if you're comfortable with credit finance and you have a dream, merge the two together and you have more of these. You get. We love doing this. It's just interesting. It's just enjoyable making those, creating those solutions and seeing them work. Our lenders and borrowers are really in for a treat. Really in for a treat. What I would tell an aspiring entrepreneur out there, especially entrepreneur, it may or may not apply to someone who just wants to be a business person, but what I would tell really an entrepreneur or an entrepreneur business person aspiring to know, actually, not even to do, but to know and believe and accept before you take any other step is it's going to take time. It is going to take time. You're going to invest money, you're going to invest resources, you're going to invest time, energy. It's not going to work out tomorrow. It's not going to work out next year. It could, but you just go in knowing that this could take 7 years, 10 years, 15 years. It will. So ask yourself, are you willing to give it the time it needs to make it work? Because know this as a fact, whether your idea is good or bad, if you stay in it long enough, it will eventually come to pass. No matter the idea, no matter the plan, whether evil, whether good, As long as you meditate upon it and invest your time continuously, irrespective of the challenges that come, keep believing it, keep going in it. It's just a matter of time before it matures to what, you hit breakthrough, if I'm to say. Where we have reached right now and where we have always wanted to be is at that point where we are that entity where if you need anything finance, start with us. We can link you to lenders of all kinds. Of course, our strength is with lenders. Is in loans that are secured. At least as far as of now, because we are also in our growth cycle as a company. Whereas we dream for a point at which we are also the number one go-to company for unsecured loans, as they are known. Right now, what I know is that we are the number one go-to entity. If you want anything secured, as long as you have the security, you won't even have to meet the lender. You just sit back, we sit with you, understand what it is you are trying to achieve, understand your projections, your plan, and that's if you ask us to. But at the end of the day, if the security is there, when you trust in your plan, we'll make it happen for you. But why not get a third ear, onto your plans? We may be able to see something that you're not seeing that will make this loan disable you in the future. And yet at the end of the day, as I mentioned, we're not in this business to sell security or anything like that. No, we're here to enable, because everything rotates around finance. So if we can create an enabling financial situation, Africa, wow, where it will be, and more than just a short time. So that's what I can say about what inspired me to get, what really strengthened my resolve to do what it is we do right now, which is run Nebula.